Chapter 5, Section 8. Our objective is to learn to find a scale factor. Our essential question, how do I determine the scale factor between two similar figures? Lots of vocabulary involving around scale, scale drawing, scale, scale model, reduction, and enlargement. Most of these things we've already referred to, so this will be a little bit of a review. A scale drawing is a two-dimensional drawing that is proportional to the object. A scale gives the ratio of the dimensions in the drawing to the dimensions of the object. All dimensions are reduced or enlarged using the same scale. Here are some different visuals for scale drawings, but also more so for scale model. You can see right here in the middle is an example of a scale that you might see on a map. These are scale models, where they are smaller versions of what the actual object is, but they're made to scale, meaning the parts should be proportional to the real thing. Here's an example of a scale drawing, a map. You can see there's a key, and way on the bottom, which is just off your screen, there's a little scale showing the distance measured in inches for 10 miles, 20 miles, and so on, so that you could take and measure from Granite Falls to Redwood Falls and figure out approximately that distance in miles. Here are some different visuals. A scale could look like 1 to 20, which means 1 unit on the drawing is 20 units in real life. 1 centimeter to 1 meter, so 1 centimeter on the drawing is 1 meter in real life. And 1/4 inch to 1 foot. 1/4 inch on the drawing is 1 foot in real life. A scale allows us to represent larger dimensions in a smaller format. The length of an object on a scale drawing is 2 centimeters and its actual length is 8 meters. The scale is 1 centimeter to blank meters. What is the scale and what is the scale factor? Typically we want to try to get the scale in terms of a unit of 1. That's why it's reduced to 1 centimeter. So think about what you know, what you want to know, and check your answer. Here's what we know. 1 centimeter compared to x meters is equal to 2 centimeters compared to 8 meters. They are proportional. So we cross multiply 1 times 8 and x times 2. 8 equals 2x, so x equals 4. So the scale is 1 centimeter to 4 meters. Scale factor is different. Scale factor needs to have the same units so that we know how much we reduced or enlarged it by. So we want to change both of those to the same unit, which needs to be the smaller one. Centimeters is smaller than meters, and there's 100 centimeters in 1 meter. So our scale factor would be 1 centimeter to 400 centimeters, or 1/400th. Now if you want to work the other direction, remember you would take the reciprocal of that. The length of an object on a scale drawing is 4 inches and its actual length is 12 feet. The scale is 1 inch to how many feet? So we want to know the scale and the scale factor. Here's what we know. We have a ratio of 1 inch to x feet, which is equivalent to 4 inches over 12 feet. Cross multiply, x equals 3. So our scale is 1 inch to 3 feet. Now, we want the scale factor. So we know that there is 1 inch and 3 feet, and inches is the smaller unit. So because there are 12 inches in a foot, we multiply 3 times 12, and that's how we get 36 inches. So the scale factor simply needs to be converted to the same unit, and then we would say our scale factor is 1/36. Again, that would be if we're reducing the shape. On a map, the distance between a waterfall and buried treasure chest is about 4.5 inches. The scale of the map is 1/2 inch to 10 feet. What is the actual distance between the waterfall and the treasure chest? So if 1/2 an inch compares to 10 feet, and that's equal to 4.5 inches over x feet, we're taking the scale length over the actual length, cross multiply and divide, x equals 90. With the label unit feet, the actual distance between the waterfall and the treasure chest is 90 feet. The scale model is a 3-dimensional model that accurately represents a solid object. The scale model is mathematically similar to the solid object. A model of a 27-foot tall house was made using a scale of 2 inches to 3 feet. What is the height of the model? Think about what we know. 2 inches over 3 feet is equivalent to h inches over 27 feet. So we cross multiply what we have, divide, we get 18 equals h. So the height of the model would be 18 inches for a 27-foot tall house. A model of a 24-foot tall bridge was made using a scale of 4 inches to 2 feet. What is the height of the model? Well, we have a scale of 4 inches is equivalent to 2 feet, which would be equal to h over 24 feet. Cross multiply and divide. 4 times 24 divided by 2, h equals 48 inches. So a 24-foot tall bridge using this scale would be 48 inches tall in the model. That's it. Make sure your notes are filled out completely, write your questions, and review your notes and make sure you've summarized it some point after the lesson.